Hi class, today we're talking about the green 3.7 worksheet. We started a lot of this in class today, and as you can see on the video here, I have a few of the problems already worked out for you that you can take a look at. A couple problems from part 1, and we also did number 2B together in class, so you can see the solution there worked out. Remember, our goal in number 1, as you're going through this worksheet, is to get the one variable by itself. Whatever variable they specify. Again, you're not going to get any answers like x equals 5 or y equals 9. Your answers are going to be other equations. You're getting these equations into different formats. That will prove valuable as we move through this entire school year in Algebra 2. Part 2 is basically learning about different strategies that you can incorporate in the classroom. When solving systems. We've talked about using substitution, we've talked about using elimination and graphing, and this is kind of just incorporating all three of those methods into one problem. In part B, for example, we went to find the x and y intercept of the blue line that you see on my paper, and when we did that, you could see that we got 0, 0 for the x-intercept and 0, 0 for the y-intercept. It is one and the same. So we needed to incorporate the strategy from part 1, and that was to isolate that y and get it by itself. Then we could see that the slope of this line was 2/3, so we could graph it by moving up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3. Using the graphing technique, we estimated in this particular class that the solution was 4, 3, and it's actually a little bit off. We use graphing sometimes to estimate the solution, and then actually confirm what the solution is using a different technique. This particular class we did elimination, where we multiplied the top equation by 2 and the bottom equation by 3 and solved, and we found that y was 2.4. After plugging 2.4 back up into the equation for y, we found that the x was actually 3.6. So our estimate of 4, 3 was pretty close, but 3.6, 2.4 is much better. Besides, if you check the point 4, 3 in both original equations, it just won't work. For example, 4 plugged in for x in the blue equation would give you -2 times 4, which is -8. If you plug 3 in, 3 times 3 is 9. -8 plus 9 is not 0. So 4, 3 is not a solution to that equation, or a solution to this system. So that's your preview of the 3.7 homework. It's basically what we covered in class today, but for some students that weren't here or weren't paying attention, I know that happens sometimes, that's what this video was for, to really just give you an idea of getting ready to do the 3.7 worksheet. In the next video, I'm going to do a couple problems from the bottom, numbers 3 and 4. So take a look at that in a few minutes.